We all know Bo Dietl as a tough-talking former New York City Police Department detective, and Lanny Davis is an attorney who once worked as counsel for the Clinton administration. They might be on political polar opposite sides, but the two putting politics aside to fight one of Detroit's big three. Dietl says Ford Motors slandered his investigative company, accusing his detectives of using strong-arm tactics in interviewing witnesses of an ongoing investigation against the company. Dietl has since hired Lanny Davis as his attorney and has filed a lawsuit against Ford. Both men join us live. Lanny is in Pittsburgh, and Bo Dietl is live here in the studio. Bo, let's start with you. What are you saying that Ford did to your company?
Okay, we were hired by a software company called Versata, and they have a software that Ford Motors were using for the last 15 years. They decided to make their own, so we started to investigate some of the contractors that were non-Ford contractors. We started to develop some real strong evidence to the fact that Ford did infringe upon their IP. So upon this, all of a sudden, there was a court thing. There was a court order saying that my detectives were using forceful tactics, including pushing their way into people's apartments. I use former FBI, former highly regarded detectives, and this never happened, but they put this into a court order when they wanted to try to stop our investigation. All we want to do is get the truth out. Ford thinks that they're too big for anybody to deal with them. They could put anything. They lied in their court affidavits. So I hired the best. If Lanny's good enough for the Clintons, it's good enough for Bo Dietl, Lanny.
Okay, so Lanny, what's your case against Ford?
Well, we're asking for a public hearing where we can prove that Ford lied or was involved in lies, and they seem to be willing to do anything. We allege, stole a software package just as they stole an intermittent windshield wiper, which a movie was made about. So we say these decorated former law enforcement officials, including my friend Bo Dietl, who's wrong about politics, but he's right about this, and I'm representing him to ask the federal judge in Michigan, give us a hearing to cross-examine the Ford lawyers and the people who swore under oath that these decorated former law enforcement officials committed violations of the law, trespass, when those are false accusations. We're asking for the record to be stricken and for Ford to apologize, and that includes someone named Ford who's in the corporate suites running this program or on a committee running the program, and she needs to apologize to Bo Dietl.
Okay, here's what Ford has issued a statement, Ford Motor Company. The court has addressed the investigations on 2 occasions, resolving the matter in Ford's favor. Once again, we will provide the factual and legal basis for our position in forthcoming court filings.
Actually, that's another example of an intentionally false statement. They deprived us of the ability to get the truth out by thwarting this investigation. We've never had a hearing about the false accusations against Bo Dietl and these decorated former law enforcement officials. So I challenge those lawyers today, and I challenge the lady in the corporate suite running the software program as part of a committee to give us a court hearing, get on the witness stand, and then repeat that statement under oath, and I will cross-examine her.
Okay, and Bo, before you go, just flat out, your guys did nothing wrong, right?
You know, this is what I want. I want my day in court. You can't put lies into complaints, and Ford is not too big against Bo Dietl, because I tell you right now, they may be one of the big three, but I got Lanny, and we're coming after you, Ford. You lied, and stop lying about what occurred.
All right, we're going to have to end it right there. Bo Dietl, Lanny Davis, guys, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you, guys.
All right, very good. All right.